billionaire mysteriously died in a horrific car accident, and after his death, his entire fortune was left to his lazy, unmotivated son who spent his days wasting time. Meanwhile, his responsible and hard-working daughter, who had always been the apple of his eye, was left with nothing but a single key. Mary couldn't understand why, during his life, her father had clearly loved her the most. Yet, after his death, he left her with almost nothing. From her father's computer, she discovered a video message he had recorded for her. In the message, her father explained that there was a hidden basement in the hills near their home, and the key she received was meant to unlock the door. Inside, he said, was a secret he had spent his life protecting, and he implored her to guard it as well. Seizing a moment when no one was paying attention, Mary quietly made her way to the backyard. After unlocking a heavy iron door, she found herself staring at a long staircase leading downward. Summoning her courage, she decided to descend and figure out what was going on. After walking through a dark, narrow corridor, she came upon an old man who was imprisoned there. Terrified, Mary fled the scene and rushed back home. Still shaken, she picked up the phone to call the police, but then she remembered that her brother was currently running for a seat in Parliament. If the authorities found out that their family had been keeping someone locked up in the basement, it could ruin her brother's political career. At that moment, her brother approached her and asked if she was upset about how their father's inheritance had been divided. He offered to have all the family assets appraised and sold, so the two of them could split the proceeds equally. Mary hurriedly declined his offer. If someone came to evaluate the property, the secret in the basement would surely come to light. After much deliberation, Mary decided to investigate the matter herself. She took a gun from a drawer, gathered her courage, and returned to the basement. Worried that her face might be recognized, she wore a mask. However, the old man immediately told her it wasn't necessary. "I know who you are," he said. "If you've come here to find me, it means your father has passed away." Mary was stunned. This man not only knew everything about her family, but even described a birthmark on her body. It was clear that the relationship between her father and this man was far from ordinary. Mary asked why her father had imprisoned him here, but the truth turned out to be far more horrifying than she could have imagined.